How do you make melty, gooey American-style cheeses out of other cheeses so that your American cheese doesn't taste like American cheese? Well, like all things in the universe, there's some science behind that. American cheese acts the way it does because a lot of it isn't cheese. Now, before the health food nuts come in here and they're like, haha, it's filled with poisonous chemicals that are ruining your mind and making the frogs gay. No, that's not the case. Think of cheese like this. There's some cheesy stuff, and then there's some liquidy stuff. Cheeses with a lot of cheesy stuff and not a lot of liquidy stuff are hard, like cheddar. Cheeses with less cheesy stuff and more liquidy stuff are soft, like mozzarella. All American cheese is doing is adding more liquidy stuff into cheese, and that's what makes it wobbly and melty. Often this liquidy stuff is honestly just water. Sometimes it's milk. And the flavor profile of American cheese is just honestly cheese scraps. It's whatever cheese was left over. And that's usually mozzarella, provolone, cheddar, just a little bit of everything. Now, if you want to make American cheese yourself using the flavor profiles that you want, the first thing you need is, well, cheese. And you're going to have to melt that cheese. But the problem is, usually when you melt cheese, the liquidy stuff and the solid stuff get separated. Like if you just melted a pile of cheddar, you'd end up getting like a cheddary crisp and a bunch of oil. To make American cheese, you not only have to add that to more liquid, you have to make sure that that doesn't separate, that they stay together. And for that, you need an emulsifier. And the emulsifier that is most commonly used for making melty cheeses is sodium citrate. But this is way too expensive. You're paying for this designer bottle. Fuck it. Aha! Thank you, Amazon. $7. Anyway, so you take the cheeses that you want to create the flavor profile of the American cheese you want to make. You put them in a pot with the liquid you want, and then you add like a teaspoon or more of sodium citrate, depending on how much you're melting. And this turns it into a melty cheese goo, a lot like fondue. You then spread that melty cheese goo on like a cookie sheet and put it in the fridge. It will solidify into one long, wobbly sheet of American-style cheese. But it will only taste like the cheeses you melted into it, and spices if you put any in. Personally, I'm a big fan of using beer as the extra liquid that I put in, and like adding caramelized onions to the mix. Do that with some blue cheese and cheddar, and you get a perfect burger cheese. Let me know if you want to see me make it.